Hello, this is Greg the Rural Economist, and this is kind of a special edition video, I guess. I love it when people ask me questions. And I'm the type of person that if I don't know the answer, I'm more than willing to go, I don't know. But when I have multiple people ask me the same question or a similar question multiple times in a fairly short period of time, then I realize that it's a question that needs to be addressed on a fairly broad scale. Well, the past 2 weeks, I've actually had about 6 different people ask me about the difference, or whether the difference between heirloom and hybrid seeds, or I've had people ask about, they're worried about getting GMO seeds in their backyard garden. So I feel like it may be a good thing for me to take some time and explain the differences between the two and the likelihood of having them in your backyard garden. First, we're going to start with the big bear. Okay, we're going to start with GMOs. GMOs are genetically modified organisms. That's where they take a gene out of a plant or animal or something else and insert it in the laboratory into another existing organism to create some beneficial effect. The most widely known ones are the Roundup Ready grains, soy, corn, those type of things. Okay, Roundup Ready. They took a gene from another plant and put it in there. Well, they've come up with one now for corn that actually produces a toxin in and of itself. Now, I think it was actually from an amphibian. Not 100% certain on that because it's been a little while since I researched it. But they can actually take genes from frogs, fish, other plants, and insert it into food crops. Now, the most common plants, or the most common varieties of things that have GMOs are, like I said, corn, soy, a lot of your grains actually, a lot of your grains. Canola, crooked neck squash, believe it or not, is fairly common, and mango are the primary ones. Now here's the thing though, you're not going to be able to get GMO seeds in your backyard garden. They're not available for backyard gardeners, okay? I don't care whether you like them or not. I don't. Here's why. They're putting a patent on a life form. I don't like that. I don't buy seeds or plants that have a patent number. That's just nuts. Okay? Now I know. I don't care. I don't care at all. I don't care. Okay? Now, hybrids. Hybrids were started actually right after World War II in a major way. That's where they take, for example, one tomato species and they cross-pollinate it with another tomato species, and then they take the first generation seeds from that plant and grow it up and see if it's beneficial. There are some benefits to hybridization. It creates in a lot of things what is called hybrid vigor. For example, using tomatoes again, there might be a certain cross that is more resistant to blossom end rot. They might be more vigorous. They might create a more uniform size. They might have less acid. They might have whatever, okay? So hybrids they actually naturally occur, but we tend to get in there and dink with it ourselves. I've created a few hybrids over the years intentionally just to see what I would come up with. Some of them were horrible. Some of them were pretty good. Some of them I have done over and over and over again. Open pollinated is anything, wait, stop. On hybrids, if you take the seeds out of a hybrid and you plant those seeds, they can be sterile or they cannot produce true to the parent. Now, the best way to explain that is if you have a German Shepherd and a Border Collie that get together, they have puppies, okay? And you'll have a wide range of sizes and color patterns from a German Shepherd and a Border Collie. And if you take one of those babies and you breed it to another baby of another same cross, You have no idea what the puppies are going to look like. Some of them throw all the way back to the German Shepherd. Some of them throw all the way back to the Border Collie. And some of them come right in the middle, look like the parents. The same thing is true with hybrids. They don't necessarily breed true to type. Open pollinated is any seed that you can collect the seeds of, plant, and year after year, it's going to produce true to type. Okay? Typically, those are at least less than 50 years old, and depending on who you listen to, it could be over less than 100 years old. All right? Now, you can actually open pollinate a hybrid if you're willing to do the work. What you have to do, though, is you have to collect the seeds out of a hybrid and grow them the next year and cull everything that doesn't produce true to type, like the parents. And then you collect that seed and you do it again, and you cull everything that doesn't reproduce true to type. And then you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again. Generally, after about 7 seasons, 7 to 12 seasons, then you'll get a consistent reproduction true to type. Okay, so you can open pollinate a hybrid strand if you're willing to do the work. An heirloom is something that is open pollinated. It is a named variety that is at least 50 years old or was used prior to 1945 or over 100 years old, depending on who you listen to. They will always produce true to type as long as they're not accidentally or naturally cross-pollinated by something else. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Some of the hybrids and some of the genetically modifieds, when they reproduce, they're sterile, like I've already said. My dad has been saving seed for a field corn since I was little bitty. Well, this past year, he took some of the seed he had saved, planted it, had beautiful stalks, over 8 foot high, gorgeous, dark green, not a single ear corn. And he couldn't figure out why. Well, we finally figured it out. His last year's crop got cross-pollinated by a GMO product that was commercially grown a little further away, because corn's pollen can actually travel for miles. And he lost his seed stock. That's one reason I don't like GMOs. I hope this answered some questions for you. If you have any comments, moans, groans, whatever, let me know. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, give it a share, leave a comment. They're always appreciated. This is Greg the Rural Economist, and step by step, we're bringing rural back. Bye-bye.